Happy new month, sports bettors and football prediction fans. It's exciting to have made it to months that we have every year. And, it's nice to be here. Just congratulations to you guys for making it this far. And shout out to our returning subscribers. A very big thank you for, staying with us till this time of the year. If you just come across this channel, what we do on the channel is go out there, source for sporting events, insight about the sporting events, then do what we do, come up with predictions and bring them to you, share them with you every single day, the whys and what we have as predictions, obviously. So you also can be able to, make your own decision, informed decisions, basically, going forward, and increase your chances of winning by way of having information about the sports betting events that you are backing every single day. If it's the first time coming across the channel, you should be hitting the subscribe button, to become a part of this, community of savvy sports traders that we are building here on YouTube. Don't forget to turn notification bells on. It's very important that you do that so that you will be the first to know when we post something of value on the channel, which we try to do almost every single day. Okay, guys. So that being said, very big thank you to everyone here, that's been watching this video, liking, commenting. We appreciate your input. We have collectively, began to change the game. I guarantee you guys that we have been changed. A while ago, anybody would just come up on YouTube, put a microphone and just tell you this is what they're predicting. But now it's changing because that you guys are asking for information about why are you picking this event you're picking? Why are you predicting this? Why are you doing that? Give us information about what you are telling us. And we are changing the game, bit by bit. In fact, congratulations to you guys for having us, do that. A very big congratulations to you guys. We are changing the game, guys. And it's time to take it a step higher, to get into gear two of, changing the game, basically. And it starts right here on this channel, where we give you insight about sporting events. We're going to be, back in every single day. So let's get right into the ones we have for today. A while ago, we had 3 events posted on channel, and 2 of those won and 1 lost. Union Berlin really did us dirty in that one, but it is part of the game. It is, one of the hazards of this occupation. You guys have to be ready for that. And that's why we talk about gambling responsibly, so that you do not, stake more than you can afford to let go of, because you will have to let go of something at some point to get something back. And that's what trading is all about, profit and loss. But at the end of the day, to beat the odds, your profits should be more than a loss. And that's what we try to do on the channel every single day, and entertain you and also keep you educated by giving you the information we have, so you have it as well. So we learn together, we grow together, and we win together and lose together as well, whatever the case is. All right, that's exactly why we set up this channel. What we have, we bring it to you guys, and we've been changing the game. Believe it, we've been doing that. They now know that they owe you the responsibility of telling you why, they are picking those games that they bring to us every single day. So today we have 23 sporting events for you guys. As always, with insights about those events and our predictions, and we've taken it a notch higher. We have bigger odds now, on the channel. That's what I talked about, gear 2. We're going second gear now. We have bigger odds. You should be ready, to bet on bigger odds. You have more events, more odds, higher chances of winning something big from the bookmakers. Value bet, here and there, flying around the place. You will be seeing that moving forward on this channel. So welcome once again. If you're new to this channel, welcome to our returning subscribers. With big thank you to you guys. We thank you so much for supporting us up until this point. We really appreciate that. So in order to keep you guys for too long, talking about all of that and this and that. So 23 sporting events for you today, guys, and let's go and see what we have in those events, predictions, insights about those events. I'll see you guys at the end of this video.
Christopher O'Connell is set to embark on his inaugural clay-court match of the season, a surface that has historically proven to be his Achilles heel. His past performances on clay have been underwhelming, with 4 losses in 6 matches last season. Notably, his most recent outing on clay ended in defeat against Roberto Carbal's Boena in Rome, a match he failed to complete. This loss marked the beginning of a dismal streak, with O'Connor failing to secure a set in his last 4 clay court appearances. In contrast, his opponent, Dusan Lajovic, has demonstrated a slightly more encouraging record on clay, having emerged victorious in 3 of his last 4 matches on this surface. Given O'Connor's struggles on clay and Lajovic's relatively better form, our prediction for the Dusan Lajovic vs Christopher O'Connor match is that Lajovic will triumph in straight sets. Both Daniel Altmaier and Otto Vatanen have struggled to find their rhythm this season, with both players entering this encounter on the back of losing records. However, Vatanen's situation appears more precarious, and facing an opponent who excels on clay courts may not provide the ideal opportunity for him to turn his fortunes around. Furthermore, Vatanen's recent head-to-head encounter with Altmaier at the Marseille Open ended in defeat, which may have a psychological impact on this match. Although Altmaier is favored to win, his inconsistent performances this season suggest that this may not be a straightforward victory. Our prediction for the Daniel Altmaier vs Otto Vatanen match is that Altmaier will ultimately prevail, but in a closely contested 3-set encounter.
Our forecast for the Pavel Kotov vs Mattia Bellucci matchup is that Pavel Kotov will emerge victorious. Although their past encounter, which resulted in a Kotov win, may hold limited relevance 2 years later, his affinity for clay courts is a crucial factor. Kotov has established himself as a specialist on this surface, with the majority of his career triumphs coming on clay. Notably, he has consistently performed well in Marrakesh, reaching the semi-finals for 2 consecutive seasons. In contrast, Mattia Bellucci's recent form has been on a downward trajectory. Given Kotov's clay court expertise and Bellucci's struggles, the odds appear to be in Kotov's favor, making him a strong contender to secure the win. Mamelodi Sundowns' recent form has been marked by inconsistency, with only 1 victory in regular time. Moreover, their latest setback against longtime adversaries Orlando Pirates may have shaken their confidence. This concern is compounded by Sundowns' unflattering record against Esperance, whom they have never managed to defeat. In fact, Sundowns have suffered losses in their 2 previous home encounters with Esperance. Although Sundowns' current coach has a familiar understanding of Esperance's tactics, having previously faced them from the opposing bench, this advantage may be neutralized by Esperance's well-rested state. Sundowns, on the other hand, may still be reeling from their struggles to break down Sekokun United. Given these factors, the challenge ahead of Sundowns appears daunting. Our prediction for the encounter between Mamelodi Sundowns and Esperance is that Esperance Sportive de Tunis will emerge victorious. The Lucknow Supergiants have historically held the upper hand in this matchup, but the Punjab Kings have undergone significant roster changes this season, transforming into a formidable unit worthy of attention. One player who has made an instant impact for the Kings is Shreyas Iyer, who delivered a phenomenal performance in his debut outing against the Titans. We anticipate that Iyer will continue his impressive form, making a substantial contribution with the bat in this encounter. Our prediction for the Lucknow Supergiants vs Punjab Kings match is that Shreyas Iyer will score 20+ runs. The Ghana Premier League title race remains intensely competitive, with the top 3 teams separated by a mere 2 points. Bibiani Gold Stars FC, trailing leaders Asante by just a single point, will be eager to maintain their championship aspirations with a favorable outcome against Heart of Lions. Given the slender 1-point margin between these 2 teams, a closely contested encounter is anticipated, as neither side can afford to relinquish valuable points to their opponent. In light of the high stakes and the closely matched nature of the teams, a low-scoring affair is likely. Our prediction for the Bibiani Gold Stars FC vs Heart of Lions match is that the total goals scored will be under 2.5, reflecting the tense and cautious approach expected from both teams.
Emiliana Arango is poised to kickstart her campaign on home soil with a victory. As the 4th seed, she has already demonstrated impressive form on hard courts this year, most notably in Merida. Although her recent successes have come on hard courts, Arango has shown promise on clay in the past. Notably, she emerged victorious in her sole previous encounter with Stefanini on this surface. In contrast, Lucrezia Stefanini has enjoyed success on the ITF circuit but is still seeking her first WTA Tour main draw win this year. Moreover, our clay court form last season was underwhelming. Given Arango's favorable head-to-head record and Stefanini's struggles on clay, our prediction for the Emiliana Arango vs Lucrezia Stefanini match is that Arango will secure the win.
Fulham's upcoming trip to the Emirates Stadium presents a daunting challenge as they seek their first-ever away victory against Arsenal. Their preparations haven't been ideal, having suffered a disappointing 3-0 home defeat to Crystal Palace in the FA Cup on Saturday. Despite this setback, Fulham still has ample motivation to perform well this season. In contrast, Arsenal's ambitions remain lofty, with a potential Champions League title within reach. Domestically, securing a second-place finish in the Premier League appears to be their most attainable objective. The Gunners' home form has been a cornerstone of their success, and we anticipate this trend to continue. Our prediction for the Arsenal vs Fulham match is that Arsenal will emerge victorious, leading at both halftime and full-time.
With Premier League survival all but secured for both teams, Wolverhampton Wanderers and West Ham United will be looking to finish the season on a positive note and build momentum for a more successful campaign next time around. West Ham, in particular, will be eager to improve their overall performance. Wolves, 9 points clear of the relegation zone, have been plagued by inconsistency, a trait they share with their opponents. West Ham, however, have shown signs of improvement in their recent away fixtures. Despite being safe from relegation, their away goals tally remains modest, with just 15 goals scored on the road. Given the team's inconsistent attacking form and West Ham's limited away goal scoring, our primary prediction for the Wolves vs West Ham match is that the total goals scored will be under 2.5. This encounter holds significant importance for Wrexham, as they embark on a crucial away fixture against Cambridge United, with only 6 remaining matches thereafter. Wrexham's recent form has been impressive, boasting 3 consecutive league victories, all secured with clean sheets. This defensive solidity makes a win-to-nil side bet an intriguing and potentially lucrative option. In stark contrast, Cambridge United's prospects appear bleak, as they seem destined for relegation to League Two. With an 11-point deficit to safety, their relegation is likely a mere formality, awaiting confirmation. Given Wrexham's impressive form and Cambridge United's precarious situation, our prediction for the Cambridge United vs Wrexham match is that Wrexham will emerge victorious.
Mansfield Town has rebounded from a dismal stretch earlier this year, regaining their footing in recent weeks. Although they occupy a comfortable position in League Two, their prospects of securing a playoff spot appear remote. On Tuesday, they will host Charlton Athletic, who currently sit fourth in the table. Charlton's recent form has been encouraging, with a convincing home win over the weekend. However, their away performances have been less convincing, as evidenced by their recent loss to Peterborough. This inconsistency makes it challenging to back them on the road. Instead, our prediction for the Mansfield Town vs Charlton Athletic match is that the encounter will yield an abundance of goals, with over 2.5 goals expected to be scored.
Alright guys, so these are the predictions that we've had halfway. Taking this break here to ask you guys to take 1 second to hit the like button. It's very important that you do that. It helps us grow and it helps other sport bettors out there find this. The more the merrier, guys. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button if your first time coming across the channel. This is exactly how we roll. You've seen what we do, give you insight about these events and safe market options, our predictions basically for you to be able to do your own making of informed decisions from. And don't forget to turn your notification bells on as we go on this journey to beating the odds. Let's take it up from here.
Wigan Athletic appears to be steering clear of the relegation zone, boasting an 8-point cushion. In contrast, Bolton Wanderers has experienced a dip in form, which has seen them drop out of the promotion playoff positions. However, with only a 2-point deficit to the top 6, Bolton remains well within contention. Given the importance of this fixture, Bolton will likely be eager to secure at least a point from their trip to Wigan. The knowledge that they have 2 consecutive home games following this encounter may also influence their approach. Considering the stakes and the need for Bolton to regain momentum, our prediction for the Wigan Athletic vs Bolton Wanderers match is that both teams will find the back of the net.
Wycombe Wanderers have a golden opportunity to leapfrog second-placed Wrexham by winning their game in hand, courtesy of their superior goal difference. This encounter presents an ideal chance for Wycombe to further bolster their goal difference and consolidate their position. Wycombe's home form has been a significant strength, boasting 11 league victories at Adams Park. In stark contrast, Shrewsbury Town has endured a dismal campaign, hurtling towards relegation to League Two. Their away record is particularly woeful, having succumbed to 13 defeats on the road. Given Wycombe's formidable home advantage and Shrewsbury's struggles, our prediction for the Wycombe Wanderers vs Shrewsbury Town match is that Wycombe Wanderers will emerge victorious, leading at both half-time and full-time.
Crewe Alexandra's dominance in League Two was once unparalleled, with a remarkable 17-match unbeaten streak spanning from August 24 to December 20, 2024. However, their recent form has been marred by inconsistency, rendering them unreliable. Grimsby Town, despite being slight underdogs in this encounter, poses a legitimate chance of securing a narrow victory. History favors Grimsby, as they have triumphed in 5 of their last 6 meetings with Crewe. Building on this momentum, we believe Grimsby can extend their winning streak against Crewe in this fixture. Our prediction for the Crewe Alexandra vs Grimsby Town match is that Grimsby Town will emerge victorious, capitalizing on Crewe's recent inconsistencies and their own favourable head-to-head record.
Doncaster Rovers are poised to secure a comfortable victory, given their superior form in recent league matches. In contrast, Walsall has struggled to find their footing, particularly since the start of the year, with a dismal winless streak spanning 7 games. This lackluster performance makes it challenging to back them in this encounter. Doncaster Rovers' home form has been impressive, with an average of 2.66 goals scored in their last 3 home league games. This attacking prowess, combined with Walsall's struggles, suggests a high-scoring affair is likely. Our prediction for the Doncaster Rovers vs Walsall match is that the total goals scored will exceed 2.5, reflecting the anticipated dominance of Doncaster Rovers and the potentially open nature of the game.
With automatic promotion hopes still within reach, both Port Vale and Bradford City will be vying to secure crucial points from this encounter. The stakes are further heightened by league leaders Walsall's recent struggles, potentially paving the way for either of these teams to capitalize and claim the top spot. Port Vale holds a slight edge in their recent head-to-head meetings, having won 3 of the last 6 encounters, D2, L1. Despite this, bookmakers have refrained from declaring a clear favourite, reflecting the evenly matched nature of this top-table clash. However, considering Bradford City boasts the 3rd-best defensive record in the league, we anticipate that they will effectively limit Port Vale's scoring opportunities. As a result, our prediction for the Port Vale vs Bradford City match is that the total goals scored will be under 2.5, indicating a low-scoring and tightly contested affair.
Swindon Town has comfortably distanced themselves from the relegation zone, rendering their remaining matches relatively pressure-free. With a mid-table finish being their primary objective, one might expect them to relax their efforts. However, their recent performances have defied this expectation, as evidenced by 4 draws in their last 5 matches, showcasing a team still driven to secure points. In stark contrast, AFC Wimbledon is deeply entrenched in the promotion playoff conversation, making every point crucial. Given the high stakes, Wimbledon cannot afford to drop points, particularly against a team with less to play for. Considering Wimbledon's superior form and the importance of the match, we predict that they will navigate this challenge successfully and secure a hard-fought victory. Our prediction for the Swindon Town vs AFC Wimbledon match is that AFC Wimbledon will emerge victorious. Our prediction for the Arminia Bielefeld vs Bayer Leverkusen match is that both teams will score. Arminia Bielefeld's impressive cup run, which has seen them eliminate top-flight teams Union Berlin, Freiburg, and Werder Bremen, underscores their potential to pose a threat to Bayer Leverkusen. Notably, Arminia has consistently found the back of the net in most of their recent competitive matches, suggesting they could trouble Leverkusen's defense. On the other hand, Bayer Leverkusen remains hopeful of winning this title, which represents their most viable opportunity for silverware this season. Given the attacking capabilities of both teams and the stakes involved, it's likely that this encounter will yield goals at both ends, making both teams to score the most plausible outcome. Orlando Pirates have enjoyed a successful streak in North Africa, having secured victories in their last 2 visits to the region, notably against Algeria's Belouizdad and Egypt's Al Ahly. As they embark on their 3rd consecutive trip to North Africa, the Pirates will be seeking to extend their winning run and maintain their impressive form in the Champions League. Their opponents, MC Alger, have demonstrated resilience on home soil during the group stage and will be aiming to replicate this performance. However, they face a formidable challenge in the form of Orlando Pirates, who have consistently shown their prowess in the competition. Given the evenly matched nature of the contest, a stalemate appears to be a plausible outcome. Notably, this encounter marks MC Alger's inaugural meeting with the South African team. Our prediction for the match between MC Alger and Orlando Pirates is that it will end in a draw.
The reverse fixture between Nottingham Forest and Manchester United was a thrilling encounter, with Forest emerging victorious by a 3-2 scoreline, despite nearly squandering their 3-1 lead. Forest's confidence is currently sky-high, having recently edged Brighton in a penalty shootout to advance to their first FA Cup semi-final in 34 years. However, the question remains whether fatigue will take its toll on the home team. Manchester United, despite entering the international break on the back of consecutive competitive wins, have struggled to maintain consistency throughout the season. Given the attacking prowess of both teams and their propensity for high-scoring matches, our prediction for the Nottingham Forest vs Manchester United encounter is that both teams will find the back of the net. Our prediction for the USL Dunkirk vs PSG match is that PSG will emerge victorious and the total goals scored will exceed 3.5. This encounter marks the first ever meeting between these two teams, and while Dunkirk remains in contention for League Two promotion, the focus will undoubtedly be on PSG's quest for cup glory. As heavy favourites, PSG's domestic invincibility this season makes them a formidable opponent, with their unbeaten record likely to continue against the second-tier side. Although Dunkirk has shown resilience in the competition, eliminating top-tier teams along the way, their scoring prowess is notable. Given PSG's attacking might and Dunkirk's ability to find the back of the net, a high-scoring affair is anticipated, leading us to predict a PSG win accompanied by over 3.5 goals.
Boavista's sporadic successes this season have included a notable triumph over Gil Vicente. The 2-1 win in the reverse fixture extended Boavista's unbeaten run against Gil Vicente to 2 matches. Furthermore, when hosting Gil Vicente, Boavista have remained unbeaten in their last 3 encounters, a statistic that will undoubtedly bolster their confidence. Recognizing this as an opportunity to ascend the standings, Boavista will likely approach this match with optimism. In contrast, Gil Vicente's recent form has been nothing short of dismal, with 8 defeats in their last 9 matches. Compounding their woes is a strugglesome scoring run, which severely undermines their prospects in this encounter. Given these factors, the likelihood of Boavista emerging victorious appears high, with a low-scoring affair also on the cards. Our prediction for the Real Madrid vs Real Sociedad match is that both teams will find the back of the net. As one of Europe's most prolific scoring teams, Real Madrid has consistently demonstrated their attacking prowess, scoring in every home match this season. Given Real Sociedad's defensive vulnerabilities, having conceded in 7 consecutive games, it's likely that Madrid will capitalize on these weaknesses. With Sociedad trailing on aggregate, they're expected to adopt a more adventurous approach, leaving spaces for Madrid's potent attack to exploit. However, Sociedad boasts a respectable attacking unit, which has shown improvement of late. The availability of top scorer Mikel Oyarzabal further enhances their chances of breaching Madrid's inconsistent defense, making a high-scoring encounter a probable outcome.
So these are the sporting events we have for you today, and our predictions basically as far as these sporting events are concerned and insights about them for your own decision making. Of course, I hope that you've enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you will be able to find something of value, from watching this video and be able to increase your chances of winning as you go about, sports betting today. So don't forget that there are factors out there that can affect the outcome of these events. You have VAR, you have red cards. You could encounter penalty kicks in the course of these games. Their own goals also that could affect the outcomes of these events, regardless of how we plan them. It could be in our favor, but just saying, you should know that these factors can affect the outcome of this event to our favor or against us. So that being said, you should gamble responsibly. I talk about this all the time, and do not stake more than you can afford to let go of. Information on this channel is provided to inform you, to keep you informed, and help you make better informed decisions, to educate you and to entertain you, because you have something to look forward to as far as these events are concerned. So that being said, it's very important to note that staking on this game, participating in the content on this channel will be at your own risk. Okay, so you want to be cautious in going ahead to do what you do, and try to watch the video till the very end before you make any betting decision. As you go about doing that today, it will help you, and go with the picks that you agree with only. Okay, you do not have to go with everything we have. We cannot guarantee you that they will all check out, but there are some of them that you, over time on the channel, and that's why it's important to listen. You should have been able to track a few of these teams that give you the results that you need, or you know about them, or how they go about playing their games. Okay, so that being said, you should make those picks at your own discretion. Go with the ones that you agree with. All right, guys, very important that you do that. And I'm not being sarcastic here or anything. I will be leaving a one sleep too odd. Okay, we will be leaving that in the Telegram channel alongside other updates that don't make it to the time of recording this video. Okay, so we'll leave that in the Telegram channel. We can find that link pinned in the comment section, in the description of this video, or in our bio. Basically, you can find that there. All right, guys. So that being said, I'm really excited to be here this first day of this month, because we are doing something amazing. Okay, this is not just football prediction. Now we have other sports here for you guys to help you make better informed decisions, increase the chances of winning, have a range of options to choose from. And I'm happy to bring that to you guys on the first of this month. Basically, so that'll be all for now, guys. I hope that you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope that you grab some value from what provided here. Till we see you again in the next episode, may the odds be in our favor, as we like to say always, guys.